Television's presence at that war is what turned the American public against it. When Lyndon Johnson decided not to run for re-election, his press secretary, George Reedy, told me that he said to him, "If I've lost Cronkite, I guess I've lost the American people." Wally came back from that war and said it's the wrong war at the wrong place at the wrong time. Everybody who went there felt that. All of us who went out there, gung-ho, kept wondering what we were doing there. We never could figure out what we were doing there. And one of the most shocking and shameful things that have ever happened in our country, worse than Watergate, worse than Iran-Contra, worse than Whitewater, was the faking of the Gulf of Tonkin incident. I don't believe we were ever attacked in the Gulf of Tonkin. I think Lyndon Johnson was looking for an excuse to go to war. And if you read the cable traffic between Pacific headquarters and the two destroyers, the Maddox and the Turner Joy, that were in the Gulf of Tonkin that night, they were urging them to say they were attacked, and they weren't even sure they were. It was a bad chapter. The Vietnam War probably would have gone on more years than it did if it weren't for television. Every guy who went out there, either from a newspaper or radio or television, had a note of disgust in his copy. Want to know why we were there. I think that's why there was such strict censorship during the Gulf War, because they said, hey, we're not going to do that again. Let these reporters run around and tell them we don't belong here. It was one of television's proud moments, the Vietnam War. And Morley Safer, who works for me, was as good a reporter as ever carried a microphone into battle and a camera. He was sensational there.
Did he do a piece on the Vietnam War that was
He went back. Yeah, he went back to Vietnam. Morley's famous story of the Vietnam War was when he caught the Marines using their cigarette lighters to burn down a village. And at Cam Nay. I was there doing a thing on Westmoreland. I never could figure out what we were doing there. And nobody I know who ever covered that war ever came back figuring that was the right war at the right time, the right place. Even the President of the United States thought it was a terrible war.